Over on Viaplay, a new crime thriller arriving on Monday, the 2nd of September. It's called The Box. And here's a clip.
I've been through everything on this case, a whole year, and I can't break it.
You are Sharon Pici. You got your wife and the kid and the career. You are the queen of the box.
Something happened the day that she hung herself. I can hear her.
Yes, so I didn't know what to expect with this one, Ian, I must admit. And when I watched I've watched the first episode, and I have to say I want to keep watching. This is something really quite different. So it's a thriller, but it's got this sort of very kind of surreal sort of undercurrent throughout it, because it is a psychological thriller. And Anna Friel, I mean, I have to say her American accent I think is really very good. She's Manchester born and she does a really good job of this. And she plays the part of the detective in Kansas City, and it's kind of all focuses to a degree around her. She's gay. She has a relationship with another police officer, and so that kind of brings another dynamic to it, which is really nice, I think, and really different. She is somebody who just gets under the skin of things. So on the surface, she seems quite sort of cool and relaxed, and easygoing, and almost sort of a bit sort of blokish with the way that she is, kind of eating loads of sugary stuff, and kind of I'm really stereotyping here, but you can imagine a bloke's wandering around and just kind of grabbing a piece of toast and eating it, and she's sort of that person, just kind of getting her hands dirty, getting stuck in, and really quite a likeable character. But she blames herself for this suicide of a woman, Adina, who was suspected of murdering her husband. Now and that's really the premise of this, and how she kind of because she thought that Adina was innocent, and you see her right from the very beginning. This woman, everyone wants to lay it on her, but there's something she's just not sure about it, and she keeps sort of going back and tapping in to this situation, and she becomes increasingly obsessed with this case. But there's sort of lots of kind of weird stuff. So at the beginning, when they're questioning Adina, there's this red ant or red spider that goes across the table, and that's when there's this sort of supernatural, paranormal kind of weird force at play. When she kind of just looks quite sort of eerily and says, they'll take you to the truth. Follow them and they'll take you to the truth. It's very kind of it's quite creepy in places, and you sort of feel, I found partway through it, as if I was kind of going to jump at any point. It's quite set with quite a sort of dark background. It's low lit. There is some humorous bits to it. It's a bit laddie in places, where the blokes sort of take over and take the main part, but she's really strong, and I think that's really nice to see. She's kind of, she's a woman who knows her own mind and knows what she wants. I thought there's a lot of kind of series like this revolving around the police force, detectives, murders, etc. I thought that this had a bit more depth to it, and also it was quite multi-layered too, in terms of the relationship that she has. And I think Anna Friel really brought the character to life. I think she does it really, really well. I don't know what you thought, Ian, but I certainly know that I want to binge watch the rest.
Yeah, I really liked it, and it surprised me for sure. First of all, Viaplay. It's available as an add-on subscription to Prime Video customers, okay? Yeah, there's a bit of a Scandi theme this week, Hannah, because we had a Danish director for The Perfect Couple, and this, although it's set in Kansas City, it was actually filmed in Stockholm, which is why it looks a bit different. And the box of the title is an interview room, pretty grossy one, to be fair. The police are about to move into some new offices. As Jed Mercurio realised in Line of Duty, we all love the cop interview scenes, don't we? And there's a lot of them in this, as you say, starting with this femme fatale character who's all kind of, looks very stylish, all in red and black. And then there's a shocking twist in terms of what happens to her, which kind of really kicks things off. Friel is great in this, and what I like about it is, so as we get to learn more about her character, as you say, while she's in a kind of troubled relationship, she gets access to her son, but that's problematic. She's clearly had some mental health problems. There are kind of elements where you think, is something supernatural happening, or is her medication or her withdrawal from medication kind of affecting her perception of things, or is it because she's under so much stress in her personal life? And some pretty harrowing scenes as well, like the second person that she questions in the box is this dreadful sort of drug dealer / sexual predator / murderer, and it's incredibly creepy and quite violent, but really well done. Costume wise, it looks a bit sort of Pulp Fiction-y, because she's in the kind of classic black and white John Travolta type outfit, and then the femme fatale is very much kind of got that Uma Thurman bob and that whole look going on. So it looks a bit different. Friel, I mean, she's always good, but she's great in this. And yes, I agree. I was gripped by episode 1, and I would like to see more.